Well, to catch you up on the president's address to the nation last night, shortly following those attacks, here's NBC's Alice Barr.
In a dramatic escalation, President Trump ordering U.S. airstrikes on 3 nuclear sites inside Iran, calling the attack successful.
Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat.
These White House photos show the president and his close advisors in the Situation Room as events unfolded. The targets include the Fordo nuclear enrichment facility buried deep under a mountain that only U.S. bunker-busting bombs could reach. President Trump had set a 2-week deadline late last week to allow time for a diplomatic solution before changing course. Early Saturday, Iran sent a barrage of missiles into Israel. Israeli forces have been hammering Iranian nuclear and military sites, aiming to destroy the nation's ability to build a nuclear weapon. President Trump saying it's now up to Iran to make peace.
If they do not, future attacks will be far greater.
Immediate reaction coming in from Capitol Hill, with Republican Representative Thomas Massie, who introduced a bipartisan war powers resolution last week, saying of the U.S. strikes, quote, "This is not constitutional." Others, including House Speaker Mike Johnson, praising the move for preventing the, quote, "world's largest state sponsor of terrorism" from obtaining the most lethal weapon on the planet. Iran's supreme leader warned last week that any U.S. military involvement would bring irreparable damage. President Trump posting that any retaliation by Iran against the U.S. would be met with far greater force. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And this morning we have learned Iran's foreign minister will travel to Russia, a key ally to Iran, to speak with President Vladimir Putin on those next steps. Russia's foreign ministry strongly condemned the U.S. airstrikes on Iran's nuclear sites, saying in part, quote, "We call for an end to aggression and for increased efforts to create conditions for returning the situation to a political and diplomatic track," end quote. Well, top Democrats in Congress are demanding more information from the Trump administration about their strategy, with some lawmakers in both parties questioning the legality of the strikes without congressional approval. Most Republicans standing with President Trump. Of course, we'll have more on this coming up at 9:30, including reaction from some Ohio officials.